First rep is for the body. Last rep is for the soul. I can lift when I'm angry, that's easy. I can move when the music is loud. But can I show up empty, heartbroken, when nobody's coming around? Can I train after bad news, after hearing I'm not enough? Can I stand in front of that mirror when I don't recognize who I've become? That's the test they never advertise. No motivational quote can explain. Discipline ain't screaming I'm ready, it's whispering again through the pain. The last rep is personal. That's where I meet the truth. Not fighting anybody else, I'm fighting what I used to do. The last rep is personal. When every reason says I'm done, I give the dark one more answer and make my weakness watch me become. I carried anger for years, like anger was keeping me strong. Didn't know holding a grudge was another way of holding on. So I stopped training for revenge, stopped imagining who would regret. Started building for the morning when I could finally forget. Now every set is different, less rage, more control. I don't need pain to drive me forever, I need purpose when pain lets go. That's growth nobody talks about, when suffering stops feeling like home. When you don't need a broken heart to prove that you can stand alone. The last rep is personal. That's where I meet the truth. Not fighting anybody else, I'm fighting what I used to do. The last rep is personal. No enemy left to blame. I came here wanting to punish myself. I'm leaving, knowing my name. One more. Not for her, not for them, not for the past. One more for the man who's still here after all of that. I used to think strength meant hardness, never bending, never needing rest. Now I know strength is known when your pride is lying to your chest. Sometimes strength is walking away, sometimes strength is staying still. Sometimes the heaviest thing you lift is your own hand off the wheel. But tonight this bar needs moving, and so there's something in my mind. I don't know what waits tomorrow, but I know I won't leave myself behind. The last rep is personal. That's where the old me ends. Not every battle needs an audience, not every scar needs revenge. The last rep is personal. When the room goes dark and numb, I look fear straight in the face and say, we ain't done. First rep was for the body. Last rep was for the man inside. Street lights flicker, last train gone. Everybody found somewhere to belong. Me, I find a locked gym, a baseline, and another night to rebuild. City sleeps, I rebuild. Piece by piece, no one knows. Same hands that held on to people, now Now hold cold, I ain't alone. I lost years trying to be enough for people who move the line. Every time I reach their standard, they found another flaw to find. So I stepped outside that prison, stopped auditioning for love, started asking what I wanted when nobody else was above. Turns out peace feels unfamiliar when chaos raised you from a kid. Sometimes healing feels like boredom when pain was all you ever lived. City sleeps, I rebuild. No spotlight, no big reveal. Just one night, one choice, one body, one voice. There were nights I hated silence, 'cause silence made me heal myself. Every regret became louder, every failure climbed off the shelf. So I drowned them on the music, heavy drums and haunted bass, till I learned you cannot outrun what keeps living in your face. Nah, I let the memories visit, I don't feed them, I don't fight. I just breathe and keep on lifting till they lose their grip by night. That's the difference between running and finally moving on. One avoids what broke the spirit, one keeps walking with it gone. City sleeps, I rebuild, under neon, under steel. Every broken part gets stronger, every hidden wound gets real. City sleeps, I rebuild, no revenge inside my plan. I don't need the world to fear me, I just need to trust the man I am. Somewhere, somebody I once loved probably thinks I'm still the same. Maybe that's the strangest freedom, they don't need to know I changed. I used to dream they'd come back, see the progress, feel regret. Now I hope they found their peace too, that's how I know I'm healing, yeah. I don't need the final argument, don't need one last perfect line. Sometimes closure is accepting that some doors close without a sign. So I rack the way the sunrise, sweat cold underneath the lights. Another piece of me recovered from another sleepless night. No crown, no crowd, no witness to the work, no hate, no chase, no proving what I'm worth. Just discipline when feelings fade, just choosing who I become again. City sleeps, I rebuild, while the skyline slowly wakes. Every midnight taught me patience, every loss taught me what stays. City sleeps, I rebuild, I don't run from who I've been. I take every shattered version and make a stronger home within. Streetlights fading, morning air, the city waits. I disappear.
No one knows
what changed tonight.
That's alright.
I do. Midnight on the concrete, neon bleeding through the rain. Nobody knows what brought me here, but the waves know my name. I came in with a chest full of thunder, and the phone I don't check anymore. Too many people said forever, they disappeared behind the closing door. I learned silence ain't always weakness, sometimes silence keeps you sane. So I put another plate on the bar and let iron translate the pain. Every scar got a little story, every rep got a memory inside. Some nights I ain't chasing muscle, I'm just trying to outlive my mind. I hear old words in the headphones, promises buried beneath the bass. I don't need revenge on nobody, I just need to recognize my face. The waves know my name,
They know why I came.
when the whole damn world went quiet.
I'm stay the same.
The weights know my name.
Every loss, every shame.
I don't talk about the fire.
I just train inside the flame.
I remember being underestimated, standing small in a room full of pride, smiling like nothing could touch me. Wow, something was dying inside. Had friends turn strange over nothing. Had love turn cold overnight. Had mornings I barely could face, so I learned how to live in the night. Now the mirror see no excuses, just a man and the truth in his eyes. I stopped begging life for mercy, started building what pain couldn't buy. No applause when the ball gets heavy, no crowd when your spirit feels weak. That's what character gets written in the hours nobody sees. One more play,
One more plate,
one more breath,
one more breath,
one more round
one more round.
against myself.
Against myself,
If I break,
if I break,
let me break
let me break.
into someone stronger than yesterday. The weights know my name.
They know why I came.
When the people I trusted vanished,
I stay the same.
the weights know my name.
They remember every change.
I turned nights I couldn't survive.
In the strength I couldn't fake. Midnight on concrete, neon fading with the rain. Nobody had to understand me.
The weights knew my name. Every gym got mirrors. Front wall, side wall, back wall. You can avoid almost all of them, except the last one. Yeah, I spent years blaming circumstances. Bad timing, bad blood, bad luck. Said the world never gave me chances. Said everybody else gave up. Some of that was true, I'll admit it. Life hit hard before I knew how to fight. But truth gets uncomfortable when excuses start sounding right. There were doors I should've walked through, cars I should've never returned. People I knew would keep on hurting me, still I touched the flame and burned. Can't blame every scar on somebody when I kept handing out the knife. That's the kind of truth you discover when you finally audit your life. No enemy here, no crowd to impress, just one man and everything he regrets. The man in the last mirror knows every place I've been, every promise I abandoned, every war I couldn't win. The man in the last mirror never buys the mask I wear. I can fool the whole damn city, but I can't fool him standing there. He remembers when I quit early, all the mornings I chose the bed, all the dreams I called impossible before they were even dead. He remembers every boundary I surrendered just for love. Every time I made myself smaller so somebody could feel enough. He knows pride became a prison, knows my silence sometimes was fear, knows I called avoidance peace because the truth got too near. That's why I don't hate that mirror, even when I hate what I see. A real enemy wants you weaker, that reflection wants honesty. The man in the last mirror knows every place I've been, knows every place I've been. are you doing now they're gone? That's the question. Nah, what she did. Nah, what they said. Nah, who betrayed you? Nah, who left? They're gone. You're here. Now what? Now what? So tonight I slow my breathing, wrap both hands around the steel. No anger driving the movement. I wanna know what discipline feels. Control down, explode up. No ego, no disguise. Every repetition answering that reflection in my eyes. I don't promise him perfection, I make promises before. I promise when tomorrow hurts, I'll still walk through the door. I promise when motivation leaves, routine will take its place. I promise I won't abandon him just because I hate his face. Maybe that's what strength becomes, when all the theatrics disappear. Not conquering everybody, just staying when yourself gets hard to hear. The man in the last mirror looks different than before. Looks different than before. Not because the scars have vanished, but he doesn't hide. But he doesn't hide them anymore. But he doesn't hide them anymore. The man in the last mirror still carries everything I've been. But tonight when I look at him, I don't see someone I have to be. I see someone I have to keep. Last set, last light, last mirror.
I stand there,
For a second longer,
no hatred,
no shame.
just a quiet nod.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Dead phone. Loaded bar. 2:47 in the morning. Good. Nobody can interrupt this. Used to check the screen between sets like somebody might suddenly care. Like the right notification could fix what wasn't there. No message, no call, no you good, no come home. Just blue light on my face, reminding me I'm alone. Then one night I laughed at myself, said what exactly are you waiting for? People who wanted to stay. Everybody else found a door. So I flipped that phone face down, loaded 40 more each side. If nobody's coming to save me, that's one less fantasy in my life. Dead phone, loaded bar, dark room, heavy heart. No reply, no problem, I know exactly where we are. Dead phone, loaded bar, midnight made me who we are. They can keep their empty words, I got truth beneath this bar. I don't post every struggle, don't need strangers saying stay strong. Half the people liking your pain won't notice when you've been gone. That's why I got comfortable with being unseen for a while. You learn who you really are when nobody reacts to your lie. No dopamine from attention, no applause from the crowd, just the ugly private question. Can you still make yourself proud? I had to learn that slowly. Had withdrawals from being known. When you spend years chasing approval, peace can feel too much like a loan. Dead phone, loaded bar, dark room, heavy heart. No reply, no problem, I know exactly where we are. Dead phone, loaded bar, neon shining through the dark. Nobody texting, I'm proud of you. Still I'm finishing what I start. Phone down, chin up, grip tight, load up. No text, no chase, no need for praise. One set, two more. Pain knocks lock door, breathe slow, move, wait, nobody's coming, good, don't wait. I stopped confusing loneliness with evidence I was in love. Sometimes isolation is the distance. You need to see what you've become. I had people around me constantly, still felt invisible as hell. Now I train alone at midnight and somehow know myself well. That ain't sadness, that's evolution. A different kind of wealth, when you don't need another person's presence to tolerate yourself. Maybe someday the phone rings, maybe somebody real comes through, but they want me to starving version, begging them to make me whole. They'll meet a man already standing with his own foundation laid. Love becomes an addition when you stop using it as a dead phone, loaded bar. No more wishing on a star. If they call, I'll answer later. Right now, discipline comes first. Dead phone, loaded bar. Made peace with where we are. Ain't nobody coming to complete me. I was never half a heart. Dead phone, full battery tomorrow. Loaded bar, empty gym, clear mind. There was venom in my veins, not from snakes, from resentment. The poison felt like power until it reached my heart. Yeah. Venom in the veins, I could taste it when I spoke. Every sentence carried bitterness, every joke concealed a blow. I remembered every insult, every person who would lie. Kept the list inside my memory, like a weapon by my side. I told myself resentment kept me sharp and kept me safe, but the people who had hurt me were no longer in the place. I was drinking all the poison, hoping somehow they would fall, while they slept without remembering what had happened at all. The anger drove my train and made the heavyweight for small. I imagined every rival when I pushed against the wall. For a while the body flourished, but the spirit became thin, because hatred is a tenant that destroys the house within. One night after deadlift's chest was pounding far too fast, I sat down beside the platform, we confronted what could last. Was I building toward the future or just running from a scene? Was the strength inside my body making anything more clean? In the veins, turn my heartbeat into war. I kept feeding no betrayals till I couldn't feel no more. Venom in the veins, I refuse another dose. I can remember every lesson without worshiping the ghost. Forgiveness felt insulting, like pretending it was fine, like erasing all the damage and surrender what was mine. But forgiveness is not acts, it's not reunion, not belief. It is cutting your own spirit from a never-ending grief. I can hold a strict boundary, keep the distance that I need. I can recognize a pattern and refuse to let it feed. I can say you are not welcome without carrying the rage. I can close a dangerous chapter without living on the page. So I change the inner language every time the face appears. Not I hope they taste the suffering, but I'm thankful I am here. Not I show them what they lost, but I'll protect what I became. Not I need them to regret it, but I'm stepped outside the game. The poison leaves in portions, not a dramatic single night. Some days bitterness returns and wants to pull me to the fight. Then I breathe, resume the movement, feel my feet upon the floor. I don't need to win an argument that happened years before. Turn my heartbeat into war. I kept feeding no betrayals till I couldn't feel no more. Venom in the veins, I refuse another dose. I can remember every lesson without worshiping the ghost. Drain the poison, keep the wisdom, drop the hatred, keep the vision. Lock the doorway, guard the peace. You can cut the chain without granting a release. No revenge, no return. Let the old bridge safely burn. Take the lesson, leave the pain. Let clean blood move again. Now Now the workout feels much quieter, though the bass is still intense. I no longer need an enemy to justify the discipline. I can train because I value life and wanna stay prepared, not because somebody wounded me and never seemed to care. There is freedom in the purpose no opponent can remove. There is peace in knowing hatred does not dictate how you move. I unload the final plates and watch the bar return the rest. Feel a steady kind of silence settling beneath my chest. The people who betrayed me name never know I changed. That is fine, my liberation does not need to be displayed. I walk out into the night air, rain beginning once again, and for once the water touch your skin without reviving pain. No more venom in the vein, only blood and honest breath. I have carried all this hatred almost halfway to my death. Oh, no more venom in the veins. I am done consuming ghosts. The strongest act of vengeance is becoming whole and close. The poison felt like power. The peace feels something more. I leave the serpent in the past and walk beyond the door. Don't cry. Man up. Stop being weak. That's what they taught us. And look what it did to us. I grew up around emotionally absent men, only speaking through fists and bottle gin. Nobody hugged, nobody talked trauma. We just inherited rage from our fathers. Every room felt heavy with tension. Every silence carried hidden aggression. I watched grown men self-destruct slowly while pretending everything was holy. My older brother started using substances, trying numb childhood dysfunctions. Mama prayed hard every Sunday morning, but pain still lived inside the apartment in me. I became cold before adulthood, mistaking emotional shutdown for strength. Thought vulnerability made you weaker, till loneliness almost buried me deeper. I remember nights driving aimlessly, thinking maybe nobody would miss me. Phone full of contacts but no connection, soul exhausted from self-rejection. Then one night inside a dark gym session, something cracked during my reflection. I looked in the mirror, breathing heavy, and finally admitted life almost ended me. Cold steel underneath my palms, 808 sounding like alarm. Sweat falling slow onto the floor, trying not to wage war anymore. Timid angels don't cry, that's the lie that kept us blind. Dark souls on the street lights, still fighting for our lives. Heavy bass, hard rage, trying to heal another page. Timid angels don't cry, maybe tonight I might. I used to think emotions made men fragile. That's what the older homies taught us. Never trust too much, never love too hard. Never let them know your scars, but suppressing pain made monsters turn wounded boys emotionally dangerous. Made us destroy good relationships because nobody taught emotional maintenance. I lost somebody I truly loved once because I couldn't communicate enough. Every argument turned into silence, every disagreement became emotional violence. She cried while I stared through walls, too numb to answer her calls. Then one day she packed the things and left me alone with everything. That heartbreak changed my entire perspective, made me realize survival ain't living. So I stopped romanticizing dysfunction, stopped glorifying self-destruction. Started going therapy secretly, started writing thoughts instead of drinking heavily. Started training with intention attached instead of just rage reacting back. Palm trees moving under blood red skies, sirens singing west side lullabies. Broken boys trying not to collapse underneath the weight of the past. Now when I walk inside the gym late night, I see pain hidden behind every eye. Single fathers fighting exhaustion, ex-convicts rebuilding from destruction. Women carrying invisible heartbreak, young kids terrified of their own mistakes. Everybody lifting more than barbells, everybody dragging pieces pieces of hell. And maybe that's why this music hit different, because suffering, recognize suffering. That dark baseline feel therapeutic, like turning trauma into movement. Every rep till failure remind me, pain can wound or redefine me. And every drop of sweat on the concrete feel like another chain leaving me. Some angels don't cry, that's the lie that kept us blind. Dark souls in the street lights, still fighting for our lives. Heavy bass, hard rage, trying to heal another page. Some angels don't cry, but maybe tonight I might. Maybe healing ain't weakness, maybe honesty takes courage. Maybe surviving your childhood already made you strong enough. The hardest battle ain't against the world, it's against the version of yourself that learned pain too young. The promise can break quietly. No glass, no thunder, just one person waiting, and another failing to arrive. The barbell and the broken promise waited in the room. One was cold beneath my fingers, one was hanging like perfume. I had told my little daughter I would see her Friday night, but an argument with her mother made me disappear from sight. I blame traffic, blame the schedule, blame the tone inside the car. Truth was pride that made me punish everyone involved. My daughter waited by the window wearing shoes I bought that spring, and she fell asleep still holding the small paper she would bring. It was a drawing of us training both for superhero arms. She had written daddy strongest underneath the row of stars. When the mother sent the picture, I could barely face the screen. Strength had become meaningless compared to what the image means. So I came into the gym but could not start the normal set. Every plate appeared like evidence, every mirror like regret. What is strength if those who love you cannot trust the word you give? What is muscle if your ego makes a child afraid to live? The barbell and the broken promise, both were heavy in my hands. One could strengthen every muscle, one could break a little heart. The barbell and the broken promise taught me what a man must do. Not just live what lies before him, but become someone who's true. I called her mother from the hallway, said I would not make defense. I was wrong to miss the visit, pride does not excuse offense. She was silent for a moment, then she said, don't tell me now. Show your daughter with consistency, she needs actions, not a vow. That instruction hit much harder than a screen would ever strike, because drama ends in minutes, steady change consumes a life. I arranged a fixed pickup time, shit calendar, backup plan. Asked the counselor how to separate the father from the angry man. The next Friday I was early, 20 minutes by the gate. My daughter ran toward the car and said, you finally didn't wait. She meant I did not make a wait, but the wording cut me deep. Children notice every pattern that the grown-ups think they keep you in for noodles in the playground. Then she showed me how to draw. When she handed me the picture, I saw trust returning all. Not complete and not guaranteed, but a thread I could protect. A child forgives with openness, a father must respect. The barbell and the broken promise, both were heavy in my hands. One could strengthen every muscle, one could break a little heart. The barbell and the broken promise taught me what a man must do. Not just live what lies before him, but become someone who's true. Yeah. Be early, be present. Do not make the child pay. Keep calm, keep honest. Show love in the daily way. No ego, no weapon, no war through the kid. A father is always did. Now I train on different evenings so the visits never move. Every schedule choice declares the priorities I prove. Sometimes progress means reducing what you once considered key, because strength is making room for those who need your company. My daughter visits Sunday mornings, counts the reps with serious face, uses tiny plastic dumbbells, imitates my careful pace when she says, "One more, daddy." I can feel the meaning turn. It is not only by lifting, it is trust I had to earn. The bar remains important, but it no longer owns the throne. There are heavier responsibilities outside the training zone. And the strongest thing I carry is not I and not a plate. It is knowing someone trusts me to arrive and not be late. The barbell and the heel promise. Now I balanced in my life. Now I balanced in my life. I can train with fierce intention and still show up when it's time. The barbell and the heel promise made a different man of me. Made a different man of me. My daughter called me strongest when I chose consistency. A promise can heal quietly. No crowd, no praise, just one father arriving again and again.
Motivation is loud. Discipline is quiet. Motivation disappears.
Discipline remains.
I don't wake up every morning feeling like a king. Some days I wake up tired and don't wanna do a thing. Some days the bed feels heavy. Some days the mind feels weak. Some days I have to search for the strength I need to speak. But I learned that feelings are not commands. I can feel exhausted and still make a stand. I can feel afraid and still walk through the door. I can feel like quitting and still give more. Because the life I want will never be created by the mood I have today. No fire, no hype, no perfect feeling,
Just the choice to do it right.
cold-blooded discipline. No emotion, no excuse.
When the body says you're finished,
I decide what I choose. Cold-blooded discipline. No delay, no retreat.
I don't need to feel like a beast. I just need to complete.
I stopped waiting for the perfect moment. Perfect moments never came. I stopped waiting for the perfect mindset. That was just another name for fear in disguise. The mind would tell you to wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. Then one day you look around and realize you have been waiting your entire life. No, not anymore. I don't need perfect. I need consistent. I don't need a miracle. I need commitment. Cold-blooded discipline. No emotion, no excuse.
When the body says you're finished,
I decide what I choose. Cold-blooded discipline. No delay, no retreat.
I don't need to feel like a beast. I just need to complete.
The strongest version of me wasn't built in one night. It was built through 1,000 small decisions nobody saw.
The decision to wake up, the decision to continue, the decision to stop making excuses sound like reasons.
One day, one choice, one choice, one habit, one habit, one life. That is how the future is created, not by wishing, by repetition. No feeling,
Still move,
no fire,
still pro,
no hype,
still fight.
no excuse. Do it right. Motivation ask.
Do I feel like doing this?
Discipline asks,
Does this need to be done?
and when the answer is yes, you move. Cold-blooded discipline. No emotion, no excuse.
When the body says you're finished,
I decide what I choose. Cold-blooded discipline. No delay, no retreat.
I don't need to feel like a beast. I just need to complete.
No motivation,
No excuses.
just execution.
Discipline remains.
Darkness said, I was here before you. I answered, but I will still be here when you leave. Built to outlive the darkness, not to never feel it's cold, not to walk without depression or pretend I'm always bold. I have seasons where the morning feels impossible to face, where the simplest obligations seem to occupy space. Yeah, days I miss the work, got days I struggle with the food, days my closest friends are worried by the silence in my move. I used to hide those chapters so the image stayed intact, but a life built on pretending cannot carry honest facts. So I tell the ones who love me when the darkness circles near, I am not in immediate danger, but I need somebody, yeah. Sometimes we sit without speaking, sometimes walk around the street, sometimes professional support becomes the ground beneath my feet. The gym is one tool among many, not a cure for every wound. Still the midnight rhythm helps me when the mind becomes consumed. Every measure repetition says the body still belongs to a future now you're written, to a life beyond these songs.
I was built to outlive the darkness.
Not by fighting all alone. Put another stone in home.
I was built to outlive the darkness.
Through the darkness,
Even when I lose the light,
lose the light.
hope is not a constant feeling.
Hope is choosing one more night. I remember one November when I nearly disappeared. Stopped replying to my family, fed the isolation fear. My brother drove 3 hours after reading what I wrote. Found me sitting in the kitchen wearing yesterday's old clothes. He did not deliver speeches, did not call me weak or wrong. He made tea, open the curtains and remained the whole day long. Then he helped me make appointments, drove me to the clinic door. That was courage from another when I had none anymore. Recovery was not a montage, not a sudden upward climb. Medication needed changes, therapy demanded time. Some days training felt amazing, some days walking was enough. Some days victory was showering when the morning became rough. I began to see resilience, not as never needing aid, but as using every resource when the inner weather changed. The lone wolf myth grew smaller, I had lived because a pack had ignored my proud resistance and had chosen to come back.
I was built to outlive the darkness.
Live the darkness, not by fighting all alone. All alone,
Every hand that helped me stand up.
help me stand up. Put another stone in home.
I was built to outlive the darkness.
Live the darkness,
Even when I lose the light,
lose the light.
hope is not a constant feeling.
Hope is choosing one more night. Call the brother, call the friend, call the person who will stay until the end. Call the doctor, speak the truth. You do not have to prove your pain to make it true. Take the medicine, take the rest. Let survival be the goal. When life becomes a test, you are more than one dark season. You are more than what you feel. Even when the hope feels distant, help can still be something real. Yeah, years have passed since that November, though the memory remains. I still monitor the warning signs and honor what they say. Sleep disruption, disappearing, losing interest in the day. These are signals, not a failure, telling me to change the way tonight. The work I move smoothly, but I do not take for granted every breath and every heartbeat, every healthy thing I planted. I send my brother a photo of the empty midnight room. Right, still here, still moving forward. He replies, I knew you would. The final track is ending, cinematic past dissolve. I rack the weight with steady hands and think of all it took. Not just gritting, not just iron, not just forcing through the pain, but connection, caring, treatment, helping sunlight into rain.
I was built to outlive the darkness,
though it visits now and then.
I have maps and I have people.
I know how to rise again.
I was built to outlive the darkness.
Not invincible or cold,
I am human,
I am healing
I am stronger.
when I hold.
I was built to outlive the darkness.
Hear the bass beneath my stride.
Every sunrise
There's an answer.
to the nights I stay alive.
Darkness said, I was here before you.
I answered,
You may come again.
but you will never be the whole of me.
No crown, no spotlight, no audience, just another night and another opportunity. Yeah, everybody wants the outcome, very few want the process. Everybody loves the highlight, very few love the sacrifice. The world celebrates arrival, but rarely respects the journey. The years spent invisible, the years spent becoming. I know those years well, I've lived inside them, watching friends move on, watching plans disappear, watching opportunities close, and somehow finding reasons to continue. That's the strange thing about resilience. You don't notice it growing until one day the things that used to destroy you barely slow you down. Heavy breathing, cold air, the sound of determination everywhere. I'm a king without a throne, built in silence, built alone. Every setback carved a stone, every storm became my home. King without a throne, tonight still refusing to lose the fight. Heavy bass beneath the sky, lone wolf spirit still alive. The city doesn't know my name, and honestly, that's okay, because the people who matter most are usually too busy building to announce every step. The strongest foundations are often buried underground, invisible, yet carrying everything above them. That's how discipline works. Nobody applauds it, nobody notices it until the results arrive. And suddenly everyone asks, how did you do it? They never see the nights like this, the empty parking lots, the rainy sidewalks, the lonely walks home, the promises kept when nobody was watching. I'm a king without a throne, built in darkness, built alone. Every setback carved a stone, every storm became my home. King without a throne, tonight still refusing to lose the fight. Heavy bass beneath the sky, lone wolf spirit still alive. I don't need permission, I don't need validation, I don't need applause. The mission is enough, the progress is enough, the growth is enough. I'm a king without a throne, still creating my own road. Every battle left a sign, every battle left a sign, every lesson changed my mind. King without a throne, tonight marching forward through the night. Heavy bass and steady, so eyes ahead in full control. into my mind, changed the lights, filled every room. Never paid a dollar, still acted like it owned the place. Yeah. Pain pays no rent, but I gave it every room. Let it sleep inside the bedroom. Let it eat beneath the moon. Let it answer every phone call. Let it speak through every fight. Let it rearrange the furniture and keep me up at night. I treated grief like royalty, served resentment on the plate. Gave my trauma full permission to determine every fate. When somebody offered kindness, pain would whisper it's a trap. When the door became available, pain would say you'll just collapse. Years went by, the house grew darker, windows covered by the fence. Every person had to prove themselves against a no defense, but nobody could succeed because the rules were never clear. They were paying for the damage done by people nowhere near. Then one night inside the gym, I heard a janitor complaining about a tenant who stopped paying but refused to leave again. The words became a mirror when I laughed beneath my breath. I had let my older suffering claim possession of my chest.
Pain pays no rent,
so it cannot own my mind.
it may visit without warning,
But it will not live inside.
pain pays no rent,
I am changing every key
I cannot know what has hurt me.
without giving it to me.
Eviction is a process, not a slogan on the wall. Pain returns with legal arguments and memories that call it says without me you were careless. I'm the reason you survive, but awareness is not misery. I don't need the hurt to thrive, so I make new house rules. Anger does not choose the meal. Fear cannot cancel every plan because the danger might be real. Shame cannot enter bathrooms when I'm looking in the glass. Grief can sit inside the living room, but grief must let me pass. I train like I am cleaning every corner of the place. Roast for pulling dusty sour presses open in the space that live carrying no boxes from the basement of the mind and deciding what is useful and what must be left behind. Some memories remain framed because they made me who I am. Some belong inside the garbage, not preserve the sacred plans. Healing is not empty rooms with no emotion on the shelf. It is choosing what can enter and respecting your own health.
Pain pays no rent,
So it cannot own my mind,
it may visit without warning,
but it will not live inside.
pain pays no rent,
I am changing every key
I cannot know what has hurt me.
without giving it to me.
Change the locks, open blinds, let the daylight reach the mind. Clear the hall, sweep the floor, pain does not command the door. Keep the lesson, lose the change. You can own your home again.
I begin inviting people who have demonstrated care, not the ones who only enter when they need a place to share. Trust is given in small portions, tested slowly over time. A healthy home has boundaries, but it does not hate the light. There are evenings, pain still knocks with an old photograph in hand. I don't fight it, don't surrender, I just tell it where to stand. You may speak for 20 minutes, then I have a life to lead. It goes quieter when structure stops supplying what it needs. Tonight I finish training, step outside into the rain. For the first time in a long while, I don't carry every pain. The house inside feels warmer, there is music in the room. Pain may visit, but no longer gets to choose what
Flowers bloom.
Pain pays no rent,
I have signed my name in full.
I reclaim the rooms of purpose.
Let the darkness try to rule.
Pain pays no rent,
Still I treat its wounds with care,
but the future owns a building.
and the light is living there. I ain't changed all the locks once, but the keys were always mine. Tonight I took possession of the rooms inside my mind. Listen closely. The voice telling you to quit. Isn't your friend. Hey, hey. Hey. There's a voice in my head every morning at dawn, telling me the dream is dead, the fight is gone, telling me me to stay in bed. Take the easy route, whispering comfortable lies disguised as goddesses. Nobody notices, nobody cares. Nobody's counting all the weight that you bear. Says give up now, save yourself the pain. Why keep fighting through another hurricane? And honestly, some days it sounds convincing, especially when the pressure never seems diminishing. But I learned something walking through the dark. The enemy usually speaks before you start. The voice gets louder when you're close to growth. Gets stronger when you're standing near the oath. Because witness wants company, failure wants friends, and quitting waits patiently for courage to end. The devil loves quitters, loves excuses too. Loves every dream you never follow through. The devil loves comfort, loves easy roads, loves watching people collapse under loads. But not me, not tonight. I came too far to lose this fight. I remember every setback like a tattoo. Every loss carved into something I grew through. Every rejection, every closed door, every person who doubted me before. Funny thing about pain, it can make you bitter, or it can turn you into something bigger. And I chose hunger, I chose discipline, I chose becoming dangerous from within. Now every rep feels like a decoration, every workout fuels another transformation. The gym speakers roaring like a battle command. I ain't teaching lessons only warriors understand. You don't beat demons by pretending they're gone, you beat them by proving you're stronger than before. Every sweat drop right in another chapter in the story of someone refusing disaster. Not today, not again. I didn't come this far to break in the end. The devil loves quitters, love excuses too. Loves every dream you never follow through. The devil loves comfort, loves easy roads, loves watching people collapse under loads. But not me, not tonight. I came too far to lose this fight. The voice still talks, I just stopped listening. Midnight, empty streets, heavy bass, heavy thoughts. Let's go. There is something sacred about training when nobody's watching. No cameras, no social media, no validation, just you, your thoughts, and the challenge in front of you. That's where truth lives. Not in applause, not in trophies, not in compliments. Truth lives in those moments when quitting will be easy, and continuing requires character. I remember nights when exhaustion sat on my shoulders like concrete, my body begging for rest. Mind, negotiating surrender, but every time I push through, something changed. Not just physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. The struggle was building layers nobody could see, layers that would eventually carry me through storms far bigger than any workout. Blood, sweat, and midnight. That's the price, that's the life. Blood, sweat, and midnight. Building strength through every fight. Blood, sweat, and midnight. That's the price, that's the life. Blood, sweat, and midnight. Building strength through every fight. The waste don't know your excuses. The clock doesn't care about your feelings, and the future doesn't wait for hesitation. That's why discipline matters, because motivation is temporary, emotion is temporary, comfort is temporary, but habits become identity. Every bass drop feels like an alarm clock for my ambition. Every kick drum feels like a reminder that time is moving whether I'm ready or not, so I choose action again and again, because I'd rather fail while moving in, spend another year standing still. The city outside keeps sleeping, but inside these walls a war's being won. One rep at a time, the pain fades, the growth remains. Blood, sweat, and midnight. That's the price, that's the life. Blood, sweat, and midnight. Building strength through every fight. Blood, sweat, and midnight. That's the price, that's the life. Blood, sweat, and midnight. Building strength through every fight. Yeah, yeah. Midnight gym lights flicker like broken dreams. Sweat on the floor, hit a metal scream. I came from nothing, just cracked up streets where hope gets buried under heavy beats. They said I fall, said I stay low, but I build my fire where the weak don't go. Latino soul with a warrior's breath. Every rep I take is a dance with death. I don't pray, I grind through pain. Every scar in my body remembers my name. No love, no fear, just iron and rage. Breaking every limit, I'm out of the cage. This is my iron blood. Back tonight, under neon smoke, I fight my life. No sleep, no peace, just burn it dry. I was born in the dark, but I stay alive. This is my iron blood. Back tonight, under neon smoke, I fight my life. No sleep, no peace, just burn it dry. I was born in the dark, but I stay alive. Barbell bands like the weight of sin, but I don't break, I let the pain sink in. Street ghost whisper in the cardio zone, but I train alone till the fear is gone. Bass hits hard like a gunshot brand. Every drop of sweat turns into warfare. Underground kings don't need a crown. We lift the world when it tries to drag us down. No mercy here, just stealing breath. Every heartbeat racing against death. I rise some axes, no looking back. I turn my pain into attack. This is my iron blood. Back tonight, under neon smoke, I fight my life. No sleep, no peace, just burn and drive. I was born in the dark, but I stay alive. This is my iron blood. Back tonight, under neon smoke, I fight my life. No sleep, no peace, just burn and drive. I was born in the dark, but I stay alive. Midnight on the clock, no voices in the hall. Yeah. Neon bleeding blue across the concrete wall. Everybody sleeping every street like cold. I came here with a heart too heavy to hold. Yeah. Put another plate on it. Let the iron tell the truth. Yeah, yeah. I walk into the darkness with my hood pulled low. Got a storm in my chest that nobody knows. Every scar got a name, every bruise got a date. Every rep is a war with the hands of fate. They told me let it go, but they never felt the weight. Never watched a dream die while they smiled in your face. Never stayed awake when the whole world slept. Counting every broken promise, every unpaid debt. So I grip that bar like the last thing real. Cold steel in my palms, but at least I feel no applause in the room, no crowd, no praise. Just the sound of my breath and the fire I raise. I remember being weak, I remember that shame. Being left in the rain while they laughed at my name. Now the pain got rhythm and the rage got form. I built a silent kingdom in the eye of the storm. I carry the weight of the night, every shadow, every fight. Every time I lost my way, I put it on the bar today. I carry the weight of the night, turn the darkness into light. No one sees the war inside, but the iron never lies. Slow groove, deep bass, heartbeat under pressure. Every drop of sweat is a measure of the effort. I don't chase attention, I don't beg respect. I just keep my promises when nobody checks. There were nights I almost folded, nights I lost control. Nights the empty bottle tried to swallow my soul. But the mirror kept staring like, what you gonna choose? Stay chained to the past or become what they lose. So I trained through the anger, I trained through regret. I trained with the memories I couldn't forget. Every step was a funeral, burying the old. Every breath was a lesson in becoming cold. Not cold without feeling cold enough to stand. When the people you trusted let go of your hand. I learned strength ain't loud, strength don't need a stage. Sometimes strength is surviving your own private cage. One more rep for the brother I bury. One more rep for the load that I carry. One more rep for the nights I was scared. One more rep for the love that was never there. One more rep when my vision goes black. One more rep, I ain't going back. Let the whole room shake when the plates collide. That's the sound of the weak man leaving my side. The weight of the night, every shadow, every fight. Every time I lost my way, I put it on the bar today. I carry
carved in this road I chose. Just a midnight gym where the lone wind blows. I don't need revenge, I don't need them to see the man they tried to break. Built a weapon from grief. When the sun comes up, I'll be gone from this place, leaving sweat on the floor, leaving peace in its trace. Another night survived, another demon denied, another piece of my fear left beneath the iron side.
Midnight on the clock, blue light on the wall. Nobody heard me struggle, nobody saw me fall. But I stood back up, put my hands on the steel. The world gave me pain, I made the pain kneel. They thought I was finished. They saw the fall. They saw the silence. They saw the ashes. But they forgot one thing. Ashes are what remains when something has already survived the fire. I remember the moment when everything collapsed. The plans I had built were breaking in half. The people I trusted were no longer there. The future I imagined disappeared in the air. I stood in the silence with nothing to say. No strength in my body, no light in the day. I looked at the pieces of the life I had known, and for the first time I understood I was completely alone. But somewhere beneath all the fear and the pain, something was breathing, something remained. Not the old me, not the person I was. Something much darker, something with cause. You can take my comfort, you can take my pride, you can watch me fall, but you cannot kill what is still alive inside. I was built from the ashes, forget it.
Inside the flame,
Every time the world tried to break me,
I came back again.
I was buried in the darkness.
I was lost without a name,
Now I carry every scar.
like a weapon in the game.
You can watch me fall, you can watch me bleed.
But you will never take the fire that is left in.
I used to think the strength meant never falling down. I thought the strongest people never made a sound. But now I understand what strength really means. It means crawling through the darkness when nobody sees. It means waking up after losing your way. It means fighting the same war on a different day. It means looking at the mirror and refusing to lie, saying yes, I have been broken, but I am still alive. I have lost people, I have lost time, I have lost parts of myself I will never find. But every loss left a lesson behind. Every scar put still in my mind. I was built from the ashes.
Forget inside the flame,
Every time the world tried to break me,
I came back again.
I was buried in the darkness.
I was lost without a name,
Now I carry every scar.
like a weapon in the game.
You can watch me fall, you can watch me bleed.
But you will never take the fire that is left in.
Ashes, fire, fire, pain. Rise, break, burn, fall, return.
I am still here.
I am still here. I am still here. I am still here. Now every rap has a story behind it. Every breath has a reason to fight. Every drop of sweat is a message to the person
I used to be at night, I am not training. Because I hate who I was, I am training. Because I refuse to let that person die for nothing. Every failure gave me something, every loss made me see. Every time I thought I had nothing left, I found another piece of me. And now the weight doesn't scare me. The pain doesn't make me run. Because I have already survived the battles that I thought could never be overcome.
I thought the fire was here to destroy me, but maybe the fire was here to reveal me.
I was built from the ashes,
Forget inside the flame.
every time the world tried to break me.
I came back again.
I was buried in the darkness.
I was lost without a name.
Now I carry every scar,
Like a weapon in the game.
you can watch me fall, you can watch me bleed.
But you will never take the fire that is left in.
I burn, I rise, I fight.
I live,
Everything they took from me
became the strength I give.
They thought the ashes were the end. They were wrong. The ashes were the beginning.
You think you've wasted too much time?
Maybe you have, but you are still here. And that means you still have time. I looked at the years that I thought I had wasted. Dreams left behind, opportunities faded. I counted the days that I could never recover. I looked at the person I wanted to become. Then I looked at my past and thought, maybe it's over. Maybe I missed my chance, maybe I waited too long. Maybe the door closed while I was standing outside. But then I realized something simple, the past is finished, but today it's still mine.
I may not be where I wanted to be, but I am still alive.
And that is enough to begin. It's never too late, never too late to rise. Never too late to look into the mirror and change your life.
The years are gone.
Let them go.
I've got today.
I've got this moment.
I've got one more road to show.
Maybe I should have started 10 years ago. Maybe I should have listened when I already knew. Maybe I should have worked when I chose to stay still. Maybe I should have fought when I chose to lose my will. But regret is a teacher, not a home. You can learn from the past without living there alone. I refuse to let the person I used to be decide the person I am allowed to become. The future doesn't care how long you waited. It only asked,
What will you do now?
it's never too late, never too late to rise. Never too late to look into the mirror and change your life.
The years are gone.
Let them go.
I've got today.
I've got this moment.
I've got one more road to show.
Start now.
Not tomorrow.
Start now.
No more sorrow.
Start now.
Take your place.
Start now.
Change your fate.
The first day may feel impossible. The first step may feel too small. But every giant journey started with a single call, a single choice, a single moment, a single decision to stop postponing. You don't need to become everything today. You just need to become somebody who begins. And once you begin, you are no longer the person who was waiting.
The clock is still moving,
So am I,
the past is still behind me,
but the future.
is still in front of me. I cannot change the years I lost, but I can make sure I don't lose the years I have left.
It's never too late. Never too late to rise. Never too late to look into the mirror and change your life.
The years are gone,
Let them go.
I've got today.
I've got this moment.
I've got one more road to show.
Start where you are. Use what you have. Begin now. Some people inherit money. Some inherit trauma. Grandfather violent, father emotionally vacant. Now my generation stuck here in the matrix. Nobody taught us healthy communication. Only anger, silence, intimidation. I used to think rage made me powerful, till it almost made my whole life collapse too. Push good people far from my orbit, because pain untreated turned toxic. That realization nearly broke me. Sat alone one night feeling empty. Gym back sitting by the front door, hot, exhausted from emotional war. But something inside whispered softly, either change now or disappear completely. So I grabbed my hoodie and key slowly and drove through rain, feeling lonely. Strength built from scars. Dark nights made who we are. Every wound left a mark, still shining through the dark. Heavy weights, hard breaths, fighting demons with each set. Strength built from scars, still surviving broken hearts. Now I train with controlled aggression, no longer fueled by blind vengeance. I learned pain can become wisdom if you stop romanticizing. Victimhood still got bad days, still battle shadows, still hear depression echo through hallways. But now I face it instead of hiding. That's what real growth look like quietly. I see young kids lost in illusion, thinking numbness equals evolution. Nah, strength the space in yourself, honest, even when your reflection look monstrous. And every rep under these dim lights feel like reclaiming stolen life. 808 shaking through my bloodstream, why discipline rebuild broken dreams. Cold steel, dark rooms, still healing old wounds. Strength built from scars. Dark nights made who we are. Every wound left a mark, still shining through the dark. Heavy weights, hard breaths, fighting demons with each set. Strength built from scars, still surviving broken hearts. Pain changed me, but it didn't finish me. Everybody carries something. Some people carry pain, some carry regret, some carry dreams. The question is not whether the weight is heavy. The question is, who will you become while carrying it? I carried the weight of every word they said, every failure, every promise that ended up dead. I carried the pressure of people counting on me. I carried the fear of becoming what I never wanted to be. I carried my family, I carried my past, I carried every mistake I thought
disappear. But the weight that nearly destroyed me eventually made me clear. I cannot choose everything I carry, but I can choose how I stand. I carry the weight, I carry the pain, I carry the years that I cannot reclaim. I carry the loss, I carry the fear, I carry the reasons that brought me here. The weight didn't break me, the weight made me strong. I've been carrying this for too long to be wrong. There were moments when I looked at my life and thought,
This is too much.
too many problems, too many responsibilities, too many things that needed to be fixed. But life doesn't always give you less weight. Sometimes it gives you stronger shoulders. That is what the pain did. It didn't disappear, I became bigger than it. I became stronger than the version of me that once needed everything to be easy. And now when the pressure comes, I don't ask it to leave, I ask,
What are you here to teach me?
I carry the weight, I carry the pain, I carry the years that I cannot reclaim. I carry the love, I carry the fear, I carry the reasons that brought me here. The weight didn't break me, the weight made me strong. I've been carrying this for too long to be wrong. Pick it up, carry it, carry it, carry it, feel the pain, marry it. One more step, one more low. I will carry my own road. I used to think strength meant never needing help. Now I know strength means being honest with yourself. Sometimes you need someone beside you, sometimes you need to rest. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is admit you were tired. But rest is not surrender, pain is not failure. A heavy road does not mean you will walk in the wrong direction.
The weight does not define me.
The way I carry it does.
Every step is proof
That the weight did not win. I carry the weight, I carry the pain, I carry the years that I cannot reclaim. I carry the loss, I carry the fear, I carry the reasons that brought me here. The weight didn't break me, the weight made me strong. I've been carrying this for too long to be wrong. It is heavy, I know, but so am I. Sometimes I feel dead already, but my body's still moving. I've been running for myself since adolescence, trying to outrun inherited depression. Daddy had rage, grandpa had addiction. Guess trauma traveled through bloodline traditions. I learned young, never trust affection, cause love around me always came with tension. Broken plates, screaming through hallways, police lights flashing at the wrong place. Now I deadlift anger till my spine shake, bench press, heartbreak till my arms break. Music loud enough to drown, overthinking. Sub-bass hit like the Titanic sinking. Everybody see the physique, not the pressure. Success outside, don't erase in the weather. I still wake up with storms in my chest. Still battle thoughts I never confess. Dead man, running laps again. Still fighting wars underneath my skin. Cold sweat dripping on the rubber floor. Lost soul, knocking on heaven's door. Push harder, breathe slower. Pain made me a lone soldier. Dead man, running laps tonight. Trying couldn't communicate. I only knew survival, not emotional language. Every time she cried, I shut down numb, like my father used to when the anger come. Now a ghost ride shotgun in silence, while I train through emotional violence. Every shadow inside this gym remind me that loneliness move quietly, but couldn't never fit my genetics. I'm too stubborn, too scarred, too kinetic, so I keep batting plates like vengeance. Sweat falling heavy with repentance. Maybe one day I forgive myself. Maybe one day I ask for help. Till then it's midnight workouts alone. Heavy bass shaking concrete bones. Dark West Coast skies, heavy red eyes, still alive somehow. Dead man running laps again,
Still fighting wars underneath my skin.
cold sweat dripping on the rubber floor. Lost soul knocking on heaven's door. Push harder, breathe slower. They made me a lone soldier. Dead man running laps tonight.
Trying not to lose his mind.
Live, survive. Live, survive. Morning. Gym lights buzzing like broken angels. Another lonely soul chasing peace through pain. Survival got celebrated. We're broken men raised sons emotionally amputated. Nobody hug, nobody talk feelings. We just learned how to hide all the bleeding. Uncle used to say real men stay silent, then drink himself numb every night in violence. I watched that poison spread through generations. Pain inherited like family traditions. Now I'm 28 with insomnia visions. Heart full of scars and tunnel ambition. Every dumbbell remind me of old pressure. Every reflection exposed hidden measures. I still hear my ex say I became distant, but trauma make intimacy feel suspicious. So I train till my chest feel electric, till my body shake from internal tension. Ghosts under the bench press, demons living in my headspace. Cold nights under red skies, still surviving through hard times. Push weight to the pain numb, run laps to the fear gone. Ghosts under the bench press, stress, still breathing through darkness. City smell like gasoline and desperation. Young boys dying over validation. Mothers praying while helicopters circle. Everybody carrying invisible burdens, and me turn rage into obsession. Use discipline to fight depression. Every step became spiritual warfare. Try and rebuild the soul hiding in there. People think muscles equal confidence. Truth is somebody's built from suffering. I ain't strong because life was easy. I'm strong because the darkness tried to eat me. Now the bass hit heavy like revenge. 808 heartbeat through the cement. Sweat dripping slow off my tattoos, like trauma finally leaking out too. Street lights flicker, palm trees sway. Another lost soul trying to escape. Ghosts under the bench press, demons living in my headspace. Cold nights under red skies, still surviving through hard times. Push weight to the pain numb, run laps to the fear gone. Ghosts under the bench press, still breathing through darkness. No peace, only progress. No healing, without pressure. Neon lights, dark streets, heavy thoughts. Let's go. different about the city after midnight. The noise disappears, the max disappear, the distractions disappear, and all that's left is truth. Truth hiding inside, quiet streets, truth hiding inside, tired eyes, truth hiding inside. People who keep moving even when life gives them every reason to stop. I used to be afraid of the darkness, afraid of being alone with my own thoughts, afraid of hearing questions I couldn't answer. Questions about failure, questions about purpose, questions about who I was becoming. But over time the darkness became familiar, it became a training partner, a silent witness, a reminder that growth rarely happens in comfort. Every scar I carry has a story attached. Every lesson I learned came with a cost. Every ounce of strength inside me was purchased with sacrifice, with discipline, with nights nobody will ever know about.
Shadows under neon, walking beside me. Shadows under neon, never leave quietly. Shadows under neon, know every battle I survived, that's why they follow me tonight.
The gym feels like another world. Blue lights reflecting across steel, bass vibrating through concrete floors. The atmosphere thick with determination. I see people chasing different goals, but the same feeling, the same hunger, the same need to become more. And I realize we're all fighting something. Some battles are physical, some battles are emotional, some battles are invisible, but every battle matters. That's why I keep showing up. Not because it's easy, not because it's fun, because every session is another vote. Another vote for the future I want. Another vote against the limitations I inherited. Another vote against the fear that used to control me. Dark roads, bright dreams, heavy weight, strong beliefs.
Shadows under neon, walking beside me. Shadows under neon, never leave quietly. Shadows under neon, know every battle I survived, that's why they follow me tonight.
The shadows remain, so do I.
Westside Shadow! Cold hearts under neon lights. Heavy drums shaking old trauma away. Still alive somehow. Yeah. I came from apartments smelling like mildew, broken ceiling fans and unpaid bills too. Mama used to cry while washing dishes quietly, trying to hide stress from her son successfully. Daddy disappeared somewhere inside addiction, leaving silence sitting at the dinner table. I learned early how to hide emotion, how to survive inside confusion. That's why my heart moved militant now. Like every blessing got expiration somehow. I don't trust peace when it arrives easy. Pain conditioned my soul too deeply. My homie Rico caught life at 20. Another crossed over before 30. We used to dream rich under street lights. Now half the crew gone before daylight. And every funeral changed my perspective, made survival itself feel expensive. That reality sharpened my instincts, turned ambition into survival thinking. Now I train like tomorrow ain't promised. Heavy baseline shaking all my trauma. Every rap become emotional warfare, trying to rebuild what life damaged there.
Heavy breathing in the darkness, chrome plates under red-lit shadows. Every scar got history attached. Every heartbeat sound like battle drums.
Saints of the underground, still lifting when hope fall down. Hold still under bloodshot eyes, trying to keep the soul alive. Heavy kicks, dark rage, sweat dripping off the page. The saints of the underground, still standing our ground.
People see muscles and assume confidence, don't see the years full of self-hatred, don't see panic attacks and silence, or nights I almost chose violence. They don't see me driving aimlessly, trying to outrun inherited anxiety, or staring blank in the gym mirrors, wondering how I survived those years. The gym became more than physical training. Iron plates turned spiritual salvation. Every deadlift feel like confrontation with buried rage and isolation. Every set till failure feel holy, like suffering itself trying to mold me. And every drop of sweat on concrete feel like trauma leaking slowly. Now I move smarter than before, less revenge, more return.
eternal war. Still aggressive, still emotionally scarred, but no longer trying to die hard. I learned peace don't make you weak. Sometimes healing means finally speaking, and every time the bass drop monstrous, I feel my soul becoming conscious.
Late nights under crimson skies, broken men still trying to survive. Palm trees swaying through cigarette smoke, lost souls still holding hope.
I see pain hidden in strangers now. We exhausted, look behind fake smiles. Single mothers carrying whole households. Young boys growing emotionally cold. Old heads drowning inside regret. Still haunted by choices they can't forget. Everybody fighting silent battles, trying to stay alive through the chaos. That's why I respect discipline deeply, because destruction come naturally easy, but rebuilding yourself takes courage, especially when your spirit damaged. And every midnight workout session feel like resistance against oppression, like telling darkness face to face, you don't control me anymore. Saints of the underground, still lifting when hope fall down. Cold steel under bloodshot eyes, trying to keep the soul alive. Heavy kicks, dark rage, sweat dripping off the pain. Saints of the underground, still standing our ground.
Still breathing through the tension, still growing through the damage, still surviving through the madness.
We weren't built from comfort, we were built from survival, and survival left scars. Ain't nobody coming to save us, so we save ourselves through pressure. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah. I grew up hearing anger through thin walls. Mama crying quietly down the hallway. Daddy disappeared somewhere inside addiction, leaving silence sitting at the dinner table. I learned young how to emotionally detach, smile outside while internally collapsing fast. That's why even now when life improving, my nervous system still expect ruin. Every scar on my body got history, every tattoo hides some misery. I lost people I thought would stay forever. Now trust feel fragile as bad weather. And every time I walk inside this gym alone, it feel like entering another dimension, where pain become rhythm instead of poison, and broken souls still got purpose. Dust on the dumbbells, ghosts inside the shadows, heavy bass, dark smoke, still surviving what we know. Cold nights, hard scars, still lifting broken hearts. Dust on the dumbbells, still rebuilding from hell. The city outside still cold and hungry. Young boys chasing death, thinking it's money. Women carrying drama behind makeup. Whole generation emotionally cut up. And me, I'm just trying to break the cycle, trying not become another angry psycho. Trying to learn peace without feeling weak, trying to heal wounds too deep to speak. Some nights depression, whisper seductive, tell me none of this really worth it. But then the beat drops hard in my headphones, and something primal wake in my soul. I start moving weight like exorcism, sweat pouring out, hidden pessimism, till my lungs burn and my vision blur, and suddenly life hurt a little less. Dark clouds over West Side streets, still chasing inner peace. Dust on the dumbbells, ghosts inside the shadows, heavy bass, dark smoke, still surviving what we know. Cold nights, hard scars, still lifting broken hearts. Dust on the dumbbells, still rebuilding from hell. Pain changes shape, but discipline keeps you alive. Sunset gone, now the demons clock in.
dangerous after dark. Neon lights over empty parks. Sirens echo through distant blocks. While lonely souls avoid their thoughts, I pull into the gym lot slowly. Mind heavy, emotionally loaded. Another night trying to lift through stress. Another night fighting my own chest. The bassline crawl through the speakers like evil whispering deeper. Gain chance mixed with distorted drums. Sound like rage itself becoming human. And suddenly the atmosphere shifts. Every shadow feel dangerous. Everybody moving like soldiers, preparing for emotional warfare. I grew up where softness got punished, where vulnerability got demolished. So I learned anger before compassion, learned isolation before attachment. That childhood still live inside me, like permanent anxiety. Now every relationship complicated by abandonment, never escaping. Sinister sets after sunset, still drowning inside regret. Heavy bass, black fog, still praying to a god. Dark smoke, hard pain, still running through the rain. Sinister sets after sunset, still mentally possessed. Every rep till failure trembling, feel like trauma slowly unraveling. Every heavy plate loaded on, feel like another demon confronted. And maybe that's why I stay so late, because pain feel understood in this place. Nobody here pretending life easy, everybody breathing heavily. I see exhausted eyes in mirrors, see hidden rage growing clearer. Young men terrified of failure, old souls carrying emotional scars. And somehow all that suffering shared make this darkness feel sacred, like we all silently connected through battles nobody respected. I still got nights my chest tighten, still hear old arguments rising, still fear becoming my father when pressure hit harder. But now I face those thoughts directly instead of moving recklessly. That growth took years honestly, through discipline and accountability.
Dark West Coast wind blowing slow,
Still nowhere else to go.
sinister sets after sunset,
Still drowning inside regret.
heavy bass, black fog,
Still praying to a god.
dark smoke, hard pain,
Still running through the rain.
sinister sets after sunset,
Still mentally possessed. Still lifting through exhaustion. Still alive through destruction. The night don't create monsters, it reveals them. Another midnight session. Another war. Nobody sees. My city told me trust carefully, because love disappear unexpectedly. One day a circle full of laughter, next day funerals and disaster. I seen ambition die in alleyways, seen addiction steal entire families away. That's why I move with permanent caution, like happiness itself got expiration. I used to numb myself every weekend, liquor mixed with unresolved resentment. Tried acting tough to avoid reflection, but fake strength only deep in depression. Then I found a gym during rock bottom, chest heavy, eyes hollow, so forgotten. First time touching weights, felt different, like pain finally met resistance. Red eyes and iron dreams, nothing really what it seems. Cold nights built this energy, darkness shaped my destiny. Heavy bass, black skies, still surviving hard times. Red eyes and iron dreams, built from broken memories. Now I train like the world collapsing, every heartbeat cinematic and tragic. People compliment the body transformation, but never see the mental reconstruction. They don't see me crying in the car sometimes, or staring at old texts late at night. Don't see the childhood wound still bleeding underneath the gangster image I'm keeping. And maybe that's the curse of survival. You become functional while eternally tribal. Still fighting ghosts from another decade, still carrying words that emotionally cut deep. But I refuse to drown in bitterness. I'd rather turn pain into discipline, so every rap become a declaration that my trauma won't control my destination. Dark clouds over palm trees, heavy hearts still don't freeze. Red eyes and iron dreams, nothing really what it seems. Cold nights built this energy. Darkness shaped my destiny. Heavy bass, black skies, still surviving hard times. Red eyes and iron dreams, built from broken memories. Pain gave me depth. The gym gave me direction. Another sleepless West Side night. City breathing through broken lungs. I grew up where survival came first, before dreams, before self-worth. Mama taught me never depend on nobody, cause people switch when life get ugly. Daddy barely spoke unless angry, so silence raised me emotionally. Now my thoughts move cold and defensive, like pieces self feel temporary. The neighborhood raised tired souls, young men chasing fast control. Liquor stores brighter than opportunities, sirens louder than community. I watched addiction steal potential, watch heartbreak turn men resentful. And somewhere inside that chaos, I started becoming what I hated most. That realization nearly crushed me, like seeing darkness live inside me. So I disappeared in the midnight workouts, trying to sweat every demon out. The gym smelled like metal and suffering, like broken spirits slowly recovering. And every bass line through the speakers made the loneliness hurt less deeper.
Concrete heartbeat syndrome,
still surviving all alone.
heavy bass in my veins,
Trying to numb the pain,
dark nights, cold fear,
still breathing through the years.
concrete heartbeat syndrome.
Still searching for a home. I remember nights, driving nowhere fast, haunted by ghosts from my past, thinking maybe damage permanent, maybe happiness just temporary entertainment. But then I see exhausted strangers, still fighting life despite the danger, and somehow that inspired resilience inside my own resistance. Now every workout feels symbolic, like rebuilding something demolished. Every deadlift under pressure, feel like reclaiming my character, and every drop of sweat falling slow, feel like emotional overflow. Years of trauma leaving gradually, through discipline and accountability. I still got wounds nobody noticed, still got anxiety episode, still overthink when people love me, still expect abandonment suddenly, but now I face those fears directly, instead of letting them consume me. And maybe that alone is growth, not perfection. Just stay in the flow.
Palm trees moving through toxic rain, still trying to cleanse the pain. Concrete heartbeat syndrome,
Still surviving all alone,
heavy bass in my veins,
trying to numb the pain,
dark nights, cold fear,
still breathing through the years.
concrete heartbeat syndrome.
Still searching for a home, still healing through the pressure, still alive through the weather. So Them cities don't just shape people, they scar them. Heartbeat sound like 808s, Cold City, cold blood, still moving. Sun don't shine the same where I'm from. Kids grow fast when the rent overdue monthly. I watch my uncle disappear in the substances. Another good man lost to public dysfunctions. Everybody tough till the tears hit private, till the mirror start exposing what you hiding. I was angry at the world for a long time. Now I weaponize pain every time I ride. Gym flow smell like blood and ambitions. Everybody here fighting hidden conditions. One dude training after losing his wife, another chasing purpose after wasting his life. That's the thing, nobody say online. Strong body sometimes, heartbroken mind. So I nod to the strangers lifting beside me. We all fighting war silently. Concrete heartbeat, still pounding through the chaos. Dark souls don't die easy. We just learn how to camouflage scars. Concrete heartbeat, heavy breathing in the darkness. Every plate another memory, every scream another confession. It was nice, I wanted everything over. Bottle in my hand, world on my shoulders. Phone full of numbers, but nobody answered. That's when pain turned my soul into cancer. Then one night inside a dirty apartment, I looked at myself and finally confronted the little broken child still trapped inside, begging a grown man not to die. So I got up slow, tied my shoes tight, ran through the rain underneath street lights. Started lifting weights to silence my brain, but eventually learned how to channel the pain. Now every step feel like resurrection. Every scar became part of my direction. Still imperfect, still damaged deeply, but at least now the mirror don't defeat me. Palm trees swaying through toxic winds. Lost angels hiding tattoos and sins. Midnight city never truly sleeps. Too many souls with wounds too deep. Concrete heartbeat, still pounding through the chaos. Dark souls don't die easy. We just learn how to camouflage scars. Concrete heartbeat, heavy breathing in the darkness. Every plate another memory, every scream another confession. Until BPM, playing got rhythm too. Neon lights bleed through broken sky, and I train where silence never dies. This is underground neon war. We don't sleep, we don't restore. Every scar is a battle score. We rise again, but we want more. I came from a place where hope was fake, where every dream was a risk to take. Every step felt like ground would break. Every smile was a mistake. I learned to survive on empty streets, where hunger talks and anger eats, where every corner hides defeat, and every heart forgets its beat. Now I train where the lights don't shine, but I feel more alive each time. rise again, then we want more.
California nights feel beautiful
Until you really live through them.
Palm trees swaying over liquor stores, street lights flickering over cracked floors, the city glowing underneath smoke clouds, while lonely souls move through crowds. Everybody searching for escape, money, drugs, validation, fame. But me, I just wanted inner peace, something trauma never let me keep. I grew up emotionally freezing, even during warm seasons. Daddy taught distance without words. Mama carried stress that always hurt. So now affection still confuse me. Part of me expect people lose me. That's why I stay emotionally guarded, even when my own heart's starving. Every midnight gym session feels cinematic. Dark bass moving slow and tragic. The speakers humming like old ghosts, reminding me what hurt the most. In every control repetition, feel like emotional submission. Not weakness, not surrender, more like learning myself better.
Black ice on the palm trees,
Still begging for peace,
heavy bass, cold soul.
still trying to feel whole.
Dark nights, slow rain,
Still drowning in pain,
black ice on the palm trees.
still surviving lonely. I used to think anger protected me, till I realized it infected me. Turned relationships unstable, turned vulnerability painful. So I started changing gradually, through discipline and honesty. Stopped blaming the world for scars and started healing where they are. That process still unfinished. Some wounds stay hidden, some nights still feel endless, some memories still restless. But now I understand healing ain't about magically forgetting. It's about learning how to live without letting darkness win. And every exhausted soul in this gym remind me survival deeply human. We all carrying invisible walls behind tattoos and emotional scars. That's why the energy feels sacred. Broken people getting reconstructed under neon lights and heavy bass, trying to rebuild faith.
West Coast skies painted black tonight, still searching for the light. Black ice in the palm trees,
Still begging for peace,
heavy bass, cold soul.
still trying to feel whole.
Dark nights, slow rain,
Still drowning in pain,
black ice in the palm trees.
still surviving lonely.
Still breathing through the tension, still healing through reflection.
The loneliest people in the city usually hide it the best.
God, if you still listening, I know I disappeared for a while, but life got heavy. I hit rock bottom quietly, no dramatic collapse publicly. Just waking up every morning exhausted, feeling emotionally disconnected. Couldn't sleep without overthinking, couldn't smile without pretending, couldn't look inside mirrors too long without hearing everything wrong. The crazy part, nobody noticed I was drowning, because I mastered functioning while collapsing. With the work paid bills, kept joking. Meanwhile, depression depression slowly kept growing. I started drinking more than usual, started isolating from my people, started feeling numb during conversations, like my soul lost all sensation. Then one night around 2 in the morning, I drove angry with nowhere important, ended up parked outside my gym alone, heart racing underneath the moon. I sat there staring at the entrance, thinking about every bad decision. Then finally walked inside, exhausted, like maybe pain itself had guided me there.
Cold air, dim lights, heavy soul, long night. 808 shaking through my chest, trying to get my demons rest. Press between sets,
Try to heal regrets,
dark nights, cold steel,
still learning how to feel.
heavy bass, slow pain.
Try and cleanse my veins.
Press between sets, open night, open night, open night, open night, finish yet.
I started lifting with no expectations, just trying to survive my own frustration. Every bench press felt symbolic, like pushing trauma out the darkness. Every deadlift made me confront things. I spent years emotionally running from fear of abandonment, fear of failure, fear that maybe I'd never recover. But little by little something shifted, my breathing calmer, mind less twisted. Started eating better, sleeping deeper, started becoming emotionally clearer. Not perfect, still damaged, honestly, still carrying scars invisibly. But now I fight instead of sinking. Now I sit with uncomfortable feelings, and I noticed something during late sessions. The gym full of hidden confessions. One dude crying quietly between sets, another staring blankly, filled with regret. Nobody says it out loud directly, but pain lives here collectively. That's why the energy feels spiritual, like suffering itself became communal.
Late night prayers under neon lights, broken souls trying to survive the night. Cold wind blowing through the west side, still searching for peace inside.
I still got days anxiety consume me, still got memories that emotionally bruise me, still hear my father's anger in my bloodstream, still fear becoming what raised me. But no, recognize those patterns instead of letting them silently happen. That awareness alone changed everything, turned survival into awakening. I call my mother more often lately, tell my people I love them openly. Stop acting like pain make me powerful, started understanding peace more valuable. And every brutal workout after midnight, feel like rebuilding my entire life. One rep closer to self-respect, one breath closer to acceptance.
Press between sets,
Try and heal regret,
dark nights, cold steel,
still learning how to feel.
heavy bass, slow pain.
Try and cleanse my veins.
Press between sets, open night, open night, open night, open night, finish yet.
Press between sets,
Still searching for redemption,
still searching for meaning.
Still searching for myself.
maybe God never abandoned me. Maybe I just stopped listening. And maybe healing begins the moment you finally tell the truth. Everybody got a breaking point. Mine just learned how to lift weights. Everybody. I grew up where apologies never happened. Just slammed doors and emotional damage. Mama stayed quiet while the house got colder. Daddy carried rage like a fallen soldier. And me, I learned silence before communication. Learned survival before celebration. That's why even now with success around me, peace still feel unfamiliar somehow. I got homies buried younger than 30. Dreams covered in liquor and cemetery dirt. Girls I love got tired of my distance. Said my soul moved like prison fences. Maybe they right, maybe pain rewire me. Made my heart move cautiously and violently. But every night inside this iron jungle, I try rebuilding what life dismantled. Ashes in the way room. Dark smoke fill the whole room. Every scar still burning slow. Every wound still letting go. Breathe deep, lost soul, don't sleep. Ashes in the way room. Still alive through the doom. Punchline hit like unresolved grief. 808 shaking trauma out of me. I close my eyes during heavy deadlifts and see old versions of myself helpless. The broke teenager with self-hate habits. The angry man hiding panic attacks. The lonely soul driving nowhere nightly. Praying something inside survive quietly. Now discipline became my religion. Heavy reps became self-forgiveness. Every plate loaded on the barbell. Feel like pieces of personal hell in every set till failure. Remind me, pain can destroy you. Redefine me, that's why I keep showing up exhausted. Still searching for peace inside the conflict.
Late night, hard rain, still lifting through pain, still breathing, still sane. Ashes in the weight room. Dark smoke fill the whole room. Every scar still burning slow. Every wound still letting go. Push hard, breathe deep, lost soul, don't sleep. Ashes in the weight room, still alive through the doom. The strongest people you know usually survive the worst nights alone. Once you see your potential, you can never unsee it.
There was a time when I could pretend I wasn't capable of more. Pretend I didn't have bigger dreams. Pretend I was okay living an average life. But once you catch a glimpse of your potential, everything changes. Because now you know what's possible. Now you know what you're capable of becoming. And that knowledge becomes a responsibility. A responsibility to keep growing. A responsibility to keep growing. A responsibility to stop betraying your own future. I spent years negotiating with comfort. Years making deals with fear. Years convincing myself there would always be another opportunity. But eventually I realized something. Time is undefeated. And every day you delay your purpose. You give away something you never get back. So I made the decision, a permanent one.
There is no road back.
No road back. No turning around. No road back. I've gone too far now. No road back. The bridges are burned. The lessons are learned. And the fire still burns. Tonight feels different. The atmosphere feels heavier. The energy feels sharper. Like the universe itself is paying attention. The weights feel heavier than usual, but so does my determination. The bass hits deeper than usual, but so does my focus. And somewhere between exhaustion and obsession, I realize how much has changed. The things that used to stop me don't scare me anymore. The things that used to stop me don't stop me anymore. The things that used to control me don't control me anymore. Because every battle left something behind. Every storm left wisdom behind. Every setback left strength behind. And now all those pieces have become a foundation. A foundation strong enough to carry whatever comes next.
Forward is the only option. Forward is the only way.
Turning around, no road back. I've gone too far now. No road back. The bridges are burned. The lessons are learned. And the fire still burns.
No road back. Only destiny. Rage. Breathe out weakness. Another midnight session for the damage. I remember cold nights in the parking lot, stalking with the homies, but escaping what we not. Everybody angry, but nobody said why. We just smoke more and laugh while dying inside. My generation raised on emotional neglect, now anxiety lie permanently in our chest. That's why I move with tension in my bloodstream. Like every day another survival scene. Mama worked doubles till the back gave out. Daddy vanished whenever stress came around, so I learned independence too early. Now vulnerability still make me nervous. I used to drink till my vision blurred, trying to numb pain I couldn't put in words. Every relationship crashed eventually because trauma made love feel threatening. Then one night after another breakdown, I threw every bottle in the trash out. Walked straight into the gym, half lost, and rebuilt myself through brutal cost. The smell of sweat and iron plates felt more honest than fake escapes. Like pain finally found direction instead of endless self-destruction. Venom in my lungs, still marching through the mud. Dark souls don't die easy, we just bleed quietly. Heavy bass, black smoke, still carrying false hope. Venom in my lungs, still fighting what I was.
Now that I know all my secrets, every late night set got deep meaning. I deadlift pain off my shoulders, bench press rage to my chest colder. The mirror no longer feel like enemy, now it show unfinished energy. A man still healing in silence, trying not to pass down violence. And every stranger in this gym look like they fighting something within. One dude training after divorce papers, another surviving chemo treatments later. A young kid shadow boxing depression, an old man rebuilding from addiction. That perspective humbled my ego, made me stop worshiping bravado.
Now I respect emotional endurance more than fake gangster performances. Anybody can pretend they feel this. Real strength is staying conscious. When your own mind wants destruction, when your own heart stop trusting, and still choosing growth regardless. That's what surviving darkness is. West Coast wind through alleyways, still haunted by yesterday. Cold moon hanging over the city, still searching for clarity.
I still got moments I feel broken, still got memories left unspoken. Still hear old arguments in my sleep, still carry wounds too deep. But now I face them instead of hiding. No more emotional self-dividing, no more pretending rage is power, when peace actually stronger. And every bass drop inside this gym feel like resurrection beginning again. Every workout become meditation against fear and desperation. Maybe healing never fully finished, maybe scars always stay visible. But if pain taught me anything, it's that survival still meaningful.
Venom in my lungs, still marching through the mud.
Dark souls don't die easy,
we just bleed quietly.
heavy bass, black smoke,
Still carrying false hope. Venom in my lungs, still fighting what I was.
still breathing through the pressure,
Still learning
through the damage, still alive through the madness.
pain either poisons the soul or sharpens it into wisdom.